When should you use a penis pump? Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to be talking about when it is appropriate to use a penis pump. Now, this video may sound a little bit like an endorsement. You can see I have a product here. I'm not getting paid to make this video. There will be an affiliate link, which I'll share with you later. But that's not why I'm doing this video today. I'm doing this video because this subject has come up numerous times recently, and I just wanted to address it. The way I come up with content for this channel generally has to do with things that are coming up right now. So with my clients that I'm working with, or with people that I've had on my show who are talking about a particular subject. And so there are things that are relevant right now that I want to share with you, and this is one of them. But before I do that, please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Doing so greatly helps this channel. It helps me get this information out to those who need it. Hey everybody, I am Kevin Anthony, and I am a certified sexologist, Tantra Counselor, NLP Practitioner, and sex, love, and relationship coach. And for over a decade, I have been helping men, women, and couples have the relationship of their dreams and the best sex of their lives. All right, everybody. Today I'm going to be talking about when should you use a penis pump. Now, if you followed any of my videos here on YouTube, the videos that Selena and I used to do, if you've listened to the podcast or really followed my work in any way, you know that I and Celine are big proponents of sort of sex the old school natural way. In other words, we're not huge proponents of always having to use toys or always having to use some sort of aid. We think it's always best to use what you have, maximize what you have in the most healthy, natural way that you can, and have that kind of amazing sort of natural sex. However, there are times when things may be necessary, and that's kind of how I feel about using the penis pump. Now, of course, you can use it as a part of a protocol for increasing the size of your penis, and there's nothing wrong with doing that. However, there are other reasons why you might want to use a penis pump. So, the first one. You've had surgery and can no longer get natural erections. So you may have had prostate surgery, or there may have been some other surgeries that have made it such that you can't achieve an erection on your own anymore. So you need a way to make that happen. And a penis pump is one way that you can do that. You can use the pump to draw blood into the penis, and then you can use a cock ring to hold that blood in. So it is a way to sort of artificially achieve an erection that is usable and that you can still continue to have sex. Number two, you have some sort of cardiovascular disease. Remember that the penis is basically just a bunch of structures that allow blood in, hold it in, and then let it out again. And so this is why when they tell you if you're experiencing ED, one of the first things you should do is go to your doctor and have your cardiovascular health checked, because ED is a sign of much more serious cardiovascular conditions. So having said that, sometimes those cardiovascular conditions can make it such that you can't achieve an erection, or you can't achieve a hard enough erection. And so a penis pump is a tool that you can use to help you if you are experiencing that. The next one is very similar to that. Notice these are all basically health concerns, and that is you happen to be a diabetic. Now, this is interesting because I have to admit, in all the years I've been doing this work, I haven't actually worked with a man who at least has told me, and I always ask about health conditions, that he was diabetic. So I haven't had personal experience working with diabetics and erectile dysfunction. But when researching this topic, I found that is something that can potentially cause erectile dysfunction. So that's another area where if you're experiencing that, obviously you need to work with managing your diabetes, but this is also a tool that could be used in that instance. All right, let's say that you don't have any of those health conditions, but you're not having the nighttime erections that you used to have. So Nighttime erections are a normal function of the penis and something that a healthy person should be having regularly. However, sometimes as we age, we either stop having them or we don't have them as frequently or for as long. And that can be a problem because basically those nighttime erections where your penis is filling up with blood are stretching your penis out. So if you're not having them anymore, you're not getting that natural stretching function. So not only does that help you maintain the size of your penis, but when you're having those erections, your penis is filling up with oxygen-rich blood, which is very healthy for the tissue in the penis. And so another application for the penis pump is, maybe you're not having those nighttime erections anymore. So you need to manually recreate the positive effects that those natural nighttime erections were having that you're not getting anymore because you're not having them. Another reason to use a penis pump is that your erections just simply aren't as strong as they used to be. This is another thing that can sometimes happen with aging. But maybe your erections just aren't as strong as they used to be. You need them to be a little bit harder, so you can potentially use a pump to make them a little stronger. All right, here's one more on the list that I never thought of using this for, and that is Peyronie's disease. Peyronie's disease is where you get a curvature of the penis. That can happen due to scar tissue. There are treatments out there to help with that, to break that up, to get the penis straighter again. But in researching penis pumps for this video, I did come across some information that suggested that this might actually help, at least in the short term, straighten the penis a little bit. So there is another reason why you might want to use a penis pump. And of course, lastly, hey, I can't not talk about it. I mentioned it once already at the beginning of this video. But you may simply want to increase the size of your penis. Now, I will say this, as Dr. Brandeis said, the overwhelming majority of men, even the ones that come to him for his protocol for increasing the size of the penis, have a penis that is perfectly normal in a sense that it does its two primary functions, which are urination and procreation, and it does both of those perfectly fine. However, some men still choose to want to increase the size of their penis. Now, remember that most women do not need a particularly large penis to have satisfying sex or to have orgasms. It's more about the way that you use it, right? So as you've heard many, many times, it's not the size of the boat, but the motion of the ocean, which is really just a way of saying, as long as you have at least an average size penis, it should be perfectly fine to satisfy a woman as long as you, the person who's using that penis, shows up in all the ways that you should be showing up and has mastered your own sexuality and how to use it. If you haven't mastered that, go check out powermastery.com, take my online courses, or work with me. I will coach you through how to do that. However, if you still feel a need to want to increase the size of your penis, this is something that could be used. This is part of Dr. Brandeis' protocol. You can go check him out. Go look at the podcast. I believe it's episode 315, where he talks about his protocol. This is part of that. This one here is made by Dr. Joe Kaplan. It was actually sent to me by another guest that I had on the show, Susan Bratton, who I've had on a couple of times. She's always great and a lot of fun to talk to. So, again, I had Susan on, she was talking about it. She's like, I need to send you one. I had Dr. Brandeis on, he was talking about it. It's come up in some coaching calls recently. So I said, all right, I'm going to do a video for you all out there. I don't need to demonstrate how it works. If you want a video on that, let me know. It's relatively self-explanatory, but you know what? I'll just demonstrate. And yeah, I think this one's probably the correct one. So let me just, no, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that at all. Just making a joke. However, if any of the reasons that I shared at the beginning of this video are reasons why you might be interested in this particular one, because it has a pressure gauge and tells you exactly how much pressure you are putting on, is the recommended one by all the professionals that I have spoken to. You can see it right here. There is a link in the description if you're interested. It is an affiliate link. I will make a commission on that. So just to be totally upfront on that, go check it out. If you were thinking about it, maybe this will be helpful for you. And as always, if you need any support in your journey, check out my link below in the description, kevinandceline.com/link in bio. That will take you to my link tree, which gives you the opportunity to find all the ways you can work with me. The link to Power and Mastery is in there. The link to my coaching programs is in there. How to find my podcast and all the other things that I'm doing in my ecosystem is all right there.